started streaming just as we killed him.
12 Alcest he had.
I had 9 gall and 2 Alcest.
Sorry, getting a bit chewed on there, Tom.
9 gall. That means you've not maxed your alchemy on that character.
But that's not too bad, because it means I don't just get outcast. Yeah, I'm at 40 on this one. Probably a good thing to do.
Isn't Sanctuary
Have you got
quite a
food?
nice?
Have you got food buff, Tom?
If she doesn't, I'll give her a... I've got a tri-star food. Give us 2 seconds, I'll just give her some food.
Yeah, where is that? If you get anything, I've got some.
I've got 3 left, that's plenty. They're 2-hour ones, so... Oh, pet's getting in the way of trading again. Who would have a pet that would do that?
Bloody sorcerers.
Rah, look at that health.
I know, they just went up by nearly 5,000.
Woo! Actually, I need to properly do something with my provisioning, really.
I'll just...
So it's a really big issue in this game. It's a big deal, isn't it? It's not just one of those things that adds a little bit WoW stuff.
WoW used to be like a 2%, something ridiculously small. This one is like, oh yeah, here's another 50%.
I hadn't really realised. I used whatever's left over from my writs. What have I got? It's terrible, really.
Okay, we're going in.
See to him!
By the Imperial light.
Has he been slain?
Somebody's pet died.
Are you satisfied, Syria? I'm eager to pursue the High Kin Lord.
Patience, Araldar. I need you to heal him. And Imaril is still unaccounted for. We'll need her to face Rilis.
Imaril is still unaccounted for.
I have 2 gloves of I mean, 2 pairs. Because 2 gloves is good.
Actually, Sanctuary's a set that sees some use in trials. There's a chest here if anyone needs the unlocking points.
Please.
I'm stood over it. I'm jumping.
Yeah, so I think in trials, so if there's no point in both your healers wearing a Lorime or Spell Power, whichever one of those they've got, so the other one can wear something like Sanctuary, which gives a healing boost to the whole group.
don't think I actually got a single hit there. All I did was pull 3 things to the middle. You like just nuked them.
This newfangled chain pulling stuff too, I'll never catch on fish.
I know.
What you need is Rob to do his knockback thing on everything as well. He likes doing that.
Kill.
Careful, we found her.
Hold on.
I see her. Let's hope she lives. We'll need her before the day is done.
Sometimes a box around the corner here.
Even if we defeat
Not
him,
even a heavy
how
set.
do we contain him? He's already escaped
The thing with this place is it's full of chests that look like the
Yeah.
chests that you open here.
This wouldn't have happened. What do you think, Sirion? Fight fire with
Oh,
fire?
here's one. Intermediate.
Stay your tongue, Veral.
What?
You insult your lineage by even thinking it. Does the High Kinlord's fate appeal to you so? We go with my plan and divide his essence among us.
Master Loot Finder.
Can't
Achievement
escape his
unlocked.
prison if he's not whole.
Oh, I found a decorative wax in that barrel.
See this spike here? If this is in the last room, you'd have to give it at least a 5-meter wide berth
Yeah.
to be unable to walk around it.
I'll bring the next lot for you.
Here they come. Oh, I think of all the poisons we're going to pick up in one go. Get somewhere in the
So
middle.
much easier than running around that big room. I mean, that. Although you can individually chain pull everything, of course.
Ah, that worked nicely for me.
Hard mode achievement for that. Pull them in the biggest room in the instance and chain pull every one of them too.
Oh, recipe. We do love a good wine recipe in the middle of a dungeon from an urn. Definitely going to follow that one.
I found some seaweed in this bell, don't know how that got there.
And barley. Just waiting.
Some nice fresh blend. They'll be tasty.
Ah, do the scroll there.
Shall we? Go for it.
It's a pledge after all.
Indeed. So, this isn't the lift up off the ground and drop you on red and blue, is it?
No, this is just the massive frontal attack and the balls, and it'll turn around and one shot someone every now and
Okay, hang on a sec. Just hang on.
So we'll get Daedra type monsters that come from over the back, don't they, where he is now? And 3 balls, I think.
Don't think there's Daedra in this one, just balls.
Right, so it's nuke the balls because they heal him?
Indeed, yes.
And
So you keep him over here, opposite side to where the balls spawn, obviously to give us time to kill them, and he does a big charge up attack which you'll need to block, and I think immediately after that he will turn around to a random person and send them a bolt which does a ton of damage.
what I'll do...
One shots you or not depends on your health, but it can be blocked or dodged by whoever it's aimed at if they're quick enough.
Right, so after... if I see him turning away from me, I'll shout dodge. That's basically it.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So, let's see who gets rezzed the most. Enjoy.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm still doing controls.
Sorry, mate.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry, that was a bit quick.
See, if I had my dual stat food on instead of my regen food, I'd have survived that.
Big attack, get ready. That one. That was a big attack. Fire, get ready.
Just as I was getting out of the fire.
Ah, bollocks! Didn't get my guard up quick enough. Sorry.
It's another one.
I really need to work on this not dying.
Fuck.
thing.
Get ready. He's doing a fire.
Right on us. That's where I stood up in. Yeah.
Big attack, get ready. Fire incoming.
Fudging hell.
Big attack just come. Pick me. Fire coming. Attack. He doesn't like you, Nick.
Really doesn't.
I was just rezzing Nick there.
Big attack. Oh no, he hit me. Fuck. I was just taking a potion. Ah, soul blast. Damn it, sorry. I was surviving most of those, just as is.
15k from Daedric Tempest.
So the keepers are afraid to face me.
So yeah, Nick, you can see why, as a healer, I died about 1 billion times on this. It's... I found, actually, two he does the same, doesn't he? Does he have a one-shot mechanism on 2?
Yeah, I think so.
It's just the...
Oh,
Wait,
that's right, actually.
just wait a sec.
No, I'll wait until everybody says go this time.
So I was just trying to put a shield on the bar.
Right, I'll switch to higher health food now.
So,
It should prevent a one shot as long as I'm at full
the
health.
way I found to do this was always continuously be backing away from him, or, you know, facing him to see when he does the magic turn. Because as soon as you see him turn, you know it's at you, and be nowhere near anybody else, or at least at a kind of an arc. Not healer friendly, but I could then differentiate whether or not he was attacking me or not. So anybody at ranged, that's...
Quite difficult being melee because obviously if you're ranged, you've at least got a travel time of the bolt to block it.
Yeah, I noticed he was
kind of instant.
He seemed to be
melee.
shoving it out of his arse to hit you when you were behind him. Okay, let us know when you're ready, Nick. Are we going to try difficult mode again, or should we just do it normal and get the other keys?
Don't mind.
Why are you Lord of Mystery?
Because that's what I am. It's a title from the, where's it from? Jester's Quest event, I think. Nick will be spamming those quests in April to get his dubious Camoran throne recipe.
I think we'll have one more attempt at difficult. You do just need to get into the rhythm of this.
Here's a heavy sack.
Oh, while we wait. Rubedite times 10.
Vigor! I'm going to put vigor on. No offence to anyone.
None. Can you show her what Vigor looks like as a cast?
Yeah, so as far as the yellow area extends, standing in that, you get a heal.
So on me that was doing 1700 and 2700 for a crit per tick.
Yeah, so obviously I took the Morphic shields myself
Most, yeah.
for more than other people.
Well, absolutely.
But if you're gonna say make some weird stamina healer thing, you could take the other Morphic shields other people for more.
You good, Nick?
Yeah.
Confidence. Alright, I'm going.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Big hits, get ready. He's doing 5. That's the hit.
Hey, I blocked it.
Big hit. Coming. There it is.
Missed that one.
Fire. Big hit. Dead.
Yeah, all I saw was flames. I didn't see him turn my way.
Big hit. Fire. Big hit incoming, get ready. Big hit, get ready. It's fire.
He put the fire under me and then did his hit. That's cheating.
Big
a
hit,
bit.
get ready. Oh, it was me. Shit. Fire, get ready. That's the hit. Big hit, get ready. It was me. Fire, get ready. Big hit, get ready. It was me.
I got that Nick on the fire to go. Oh no.
Big hit. Get ready. Fire, get ready. It was me. It cheated on that. Big hit, get ready. It's fire. Get ready. Oh, that was nice. Big hit. Get ready. It's me. Fire, get ready. It's a big hit.
I don't like this toy.
Big hit, get ready. Damn, it was me. Fire. Big hit. Big hit, get ready. Fire. He hit me with it. Big hit, get ready. Get ready. See. Good. Ready, fight. Big hit, get ready. Fire. Big hit, get ready. Fire, get ready. Is that our dope? Okay, kill. That's it. Well done. Whew.
Yes, third in.
He's such an annoying boss. My hand is killing me from holding down the shield for so long.
Ignore his words.
I think because this wasn't originally a veteran dungeon, all they did was like put a multiplier on all the damage skills, which ended up in that one skill being way overtuned.
Oh, I do so love to see magic.
Much better reading of the shots there and blocking.
Yeah, well done, guys. I mean, you know, I remembered as a healer that as soon as I saw him, seen him do one particular type of thing, he had about 4 or 5 seconds clear where you knew you weren't going to get hit by anything.
Perhaps you'd fare
Anyway, that
better
was
if you had Daedra on.
Yeah, with shield up and brace there, it didn't really make much of an impact really after no shield and not blocking, just completely one-shotting.
I was trying to keep my additional shields and everything up to help.
Oh my! It looks
Yeah, it's a strange one to tank, that, isn't it?
The whole
days
time.
of freedom are over, it seems.
Let's say there's no real adge you have to worry about other than helping if anything comes and you need to have a swing at, unlike the version 2 of this.
We'll have to watch him
And can get
carefully.
thrown in the air. Right, well done.
Constant, like, oh, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt, this is gonna hurt, brace, 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 brace. Where's all my resources gone? Brace, brace, brace.
Yeah, I'm using the Crown Tri-Stat potions on that one. Oh, there's a heavy sack on the way out, by the way. Oh, hide. Well, that's 2 keys, that's good. I'm still after Earthgore Heavy shoulders.
I do myself a banished cells profile, healer
Yeah.
profile.
Is that? Oh, hang about. I've got one on here. It's profile page 17, subset 83. Yeah, there it is. Got it.
It might be the same as your heal tank planar inhibitor profile. Maybe you can use the same one for both.
Don't bother equipping any heals, just find every shield you possibly can in the game. It'll be fine.
Looking for a bargain?
Front bar, back bar. If I'd got a third bar, I'd be putting a shield on there as well. Well, I'm going to use the 2 keys. I don't believe in hoarding 57 keys just to try and get it. No, not even Earthcore. Bollocks. Right, should we swap around? Do you wanna...
Yeah, can do.
Are we sure Galerian's chest is the one I want to be looking in? Because I've never found anything other than heavy armor.
You sat too close to Mark.
The armor's fine. It's a set that's important.
If you get Mark to just go and get the next packet of biscuits or whatever, and then do it, you'll find your strike rate's much better.
I'm just grabbing.
I think you're right. I need the other packet of chocolate biscuits, don't I? Really? None of this Troll King nonsense. Would anyone like a jailbreaker necklace?
I would only deconstruct it.
Likewise, I think.
Oh, even for deconstructing? Because otherwise it's just going to get vendored for 50 gold. 51.
Well, I think we've all got.
I shall hand it over for decoying then to somebody. I can still swap.
Backing him in.
And has anyone got a heavy armor type person? A blacksmith even. That's what I was looking for. Because I've got this heavy armor piece that needs deconstructing as well.
I certainly have one of those. It's always welcome, but.
Well, that would be excellent. It's one of the ones I can swap with you. So.
Okay.
When I see you next, we'll do some trading. You can have my necklace and my heavy armor things because I'm not going to use them. Not for this character. I've got a blacksmith, but she's level small, so it's absolutely pointless.
Okay. Do you want to? Are you staying on that character?
Yep.
Whereabouts are you?
I'm at the Undaunted place in. Oh. The usual, where the gardener house is. That Undaunted place. What's the name of it? Where-is?
Okay, on my way over.
I'm the one with the scamp and the heavy eye makeup.
Along with the menagerie of flappy things.
So, is Bolts of Madness easy? Can't remember.
Yes, that's quite easy.
Yeah, it's perfectly doable, apart from the Beckett's favourite last fight.
That was one time. Well, I mean, about 10 times in the fight, but.
I might make a sanctuary set for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it's a decent set.
I've got some. Actually, I've got some breaches. They've any use?
Sanctuary ones, that would be cool. You know.
Oh, we have a sash as well.
I managed to pick up gloves of the sanctuary. Infused, no less.
got jerkin.
You got a jerk in. When did you manage that? Right. Actually,
There's always
Nick,
time.
I'll go heal, you go tank. Leave these two to DPS. And
I
what
can
I'll
do,
is
yeah.
I'll look.
Yeah, I've got jerkin and shoes if you want them, Tanya. I'll give them to you when we're in, anyway.
Oh, that would be cool.
Do with them as you will.
The traits aren't great on those, but you can soon replace that.
I can change those around. Thank you.
No worries.
No, kick me. Right, yeah, I'll heal. What was I going to say? I'll make some additional food as well for Tan. If anybody else needs the tri-buff, tri-stat food, just say.
Is it Vault of Madness next?
Aye. That drops a good monster set for Magicka DPS, as long as you're fairly close to what you're attacking.
She can't split her keys between two sets. But if it's the same box...
Oh no, but it's the same box.
Oh, well.
Gliria's box drops quite a few good Magicka sets. There's Ice Heart, which you got last week, I think, Elambris, Groftar.
I got the whole set in one. All two of them.
See, the key to being really pro is to have multiple monster set options depending on the situation. And then forget to switch them out like I do.
I'm going to need bigger bags. Or maybe one of those wheelie trolley things.
You can get chests for your house, you know, for extra storage.
I looked at those, I couldn't see the point.
Well, I suppose the point is your bank
No.
full?
And also you can't use
need
the
them
box
then.
when you're crafting. It's got limitations on it.
No, but I mean, I've got a box full of monster set bits, for example.
That was probably the only thing I could think of that I would use it for. So yeah, I do find, because I did decon everything at one point, and then I think there was one set I immediately regretted doing because I just got another character to 50. But yeah, I've just started using a different chest, so obviously now the number of items is going up again.
Invite away.
Please. Looks.
Oh, hang on. Do I need to get out of the old group?
You do, yes. The old Lanref Erinle setup.
Which one are we doing? It's not fun there.
I never put faith in an undaunted.
Vom, I think.
Armor dented? The banished not enough, eh? Alright.
Oh no, that's the one we've just done. Gloria. Gloria.
My comrades are louts. The mad are...
Are you in the dungeon, Tanya? It said you were a minute ago, now it's saying you're not.
I was. When I left the group, it kicked me back out.
Oh, okay. I'll see if the thingy works to save us running 20 yards to a way shrine. I'll save the legs, haven't you?
Those virtual pixels. Oh, Nick and I are in the different instances. He's just gone past me as a shadow. Why is it so shit? I mean, this is clearly what happens to a lot of pugs as well. Right, I'm just going to swap some food before we start with Tanya. Loading screen, loading screen, loading screen. Right, Carolina. Oh, Carolina, here's some food.
Ha! Your cat has a short ass.
My lord.
You're boasting about being nearly as tall as a cat.
It's not really generally nearly as tall as anything. Except possibly the scamp.
Hi.
Awesome. How much
Rob?
do you all have?
How much
Bag.
what?
Bag space. How much in your bags do you have?
150 on this character.
At the moment, I've got 87 out of
50 of
200. 200 is my max.
Most of it's full of siege weaponry for some reason. I managed to carry a ballista in my back pocket.
I love that. Yeah, you just got your 4 trebuchets packed away.
Tightly. Does it make me look fat? No.
And an entire forward encampment.
Why is the healer so slow?
I got one of those from a box in that PvP event. I've never owned one before. I had to put it down one day in an inappropriate place.
I've got a full 5 set.
It's a really short instance.
Look at all those
It's a
containers.
really short one. Look, we've found all the loot already. All we've got to do is just go across there and pick it up, and it's ours. We can retire.
Awesome.
Oh no. You noob. You missed the jump. Oh, me too. I can't believe it.
Boo! I don't think I've done this one.
Doomed yourself by coming here. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Got a mad architect.
Tearing your soul out never fails to amuse me, Gaston. I'll return it to you eventually.
Oh, what's he doing with those 3? Oh, just gonna They're going to get a dom going. We're going to have about 50 people coming in here in a few seconds, so we've got to hurry up.
So Tanya's probably got a talky bit here. She hasn't done it.
This is nice. The architect is very nice. Drain him, harvest his essence, but leave him alive. I want his torment to be as endless as oblivion itself. I think they went over the top on him though. Looks a bit dead to me. Or maybe that's somebody else. Right.
I think we meet Gaston later.
Let's say I don't remember this instance that much. Right.
You seek to enter the vault. All those within will pay dearly.
Should we try to do this without killing someone? So, when the mini boss thing puts a beam on someone, that redirects all the damage we do to it onto them. So one of us, they always die. But if we're careful, we should be able to not kill someone. But it kind of means, I suppose, restricting the amount of AOE we use as well, maybe.
Should I get rid of my scalp?
No, it'll be all right.
It does most of my damage. We'll see how it goes.
Very well.
Okay, come on then.
Apparently you can roll dodge around when the beam's on you to mitigate a lot. Beam!
There you go, we didn't do it. Who did the DPS?
All the beam is on you.
I mean, it doesn't survive very long, but it's... Yeah, I remember this instance now.
Poor
The thing is, I threw my barrier up as well, it just ate it in half a second. I wonder if it just multiplies up the damage as well, I bet. Silence.
Your soul is mine.
Don't forget to dip into that little pool of light of mine. Tanya didn't make it up the bridge.
Ah, but tedious. 20 seconds done.
Sorry, I was stopped to talk to the press character.
Ah.
I didn't know about the bridge. I'll eat a chocolate biscuit instead.
That'll make things better.
Well, for me, yeah.
Stumble.
I've got all sorts of interface duplication going on still.
Yeah.
Multiple health counts and multiple boss bars and stuff.
Too many mods.
Can I speak to the quest character?
Yeah.
Okay, done.
I think she's talking to herself. I didn't see anybody.
Loony.
I was
Stronger than
just
she
thinking
looks,
the
chain pulling
same.
that.
You know, that moved. Been working out.
This book for me is about the Alakir. I wonder if it's all about dolmens.
Yeah. And yay, a party of 70 people will portal from Way Shrine to Way Shrine. Yep.
All good?
Aye.
Yeah.
That archer curved her arrow around the bookshelf to hit me. It's a very clever trick shot. To put a bit of side on it.
Bit like Beckham. Tanya's reading books.
Just a load of scamps. They might have some Alcahest if we're lucky.
The Alcahest. Ooh, 26 of it.
You should make an angry forum post on the PTS forum complaining that you're always running short and this is going to severely affect your supplies.
I'm gonna have to buy it soon.
I'm down to my last 43,353 personally.
Let me have a look. Yeah, I love that Alcahest is on the list of inventory insight on the first page. I've got 19,581. I'm a part-timer, clearly.
I'm ready. There's a quest due ahead, but I think it's probably after the boss.
This boss likes to get stuck on pillars sometimes.
Here comes Death's Head.
Every time I put an AoE down, it instantly moves.
There's no one near. Ugh. Seducer Archer. I seduce you with my arrows of love? Oh, I suppose.
They're a thing. Cupid had them.
From this body, please.
Yeah, it's tedious. So try and keep that going in the middle, but he runs around so much. The trouble is, as Beckett said, the amount of times I see him slam into a pillar and just not come out of it again. And the end we just eventually kill him over about 35 minutes with AoE.
Boring.
Very, very
It's
annoying.
almost as bad as people who kill the 3 mobs on that boss that makes her invulnerable practically to 99% of the damage, and then the DPS are just standing there going, why are they not dying? I've done a few pugs with that recently.
Have you done your talking, Tanya? Or do you have to kill this person?
I think I need to talk to them.
It looks like you need to kill them.
Shuffle off.
They're yellow, or maybe I need to kill them.
Yeah, kill them. Put them out there, misery. That's better.
Yay!
Procced your set as well.
I have to listen to them.
It's a bit annoying when you're wearing a set like Veladreth or something. It sends out poison balls for about 20 meters in front of you when you're doing some stealthy assassination thing. You creep up behind someone and you successfully blade away them and it procs your set and it goes and hits the guard or something.
They won't hit the same creature, they won't hit the same mob, will they?
I'm done. They're quite chatty, these people.
Should be some Algahest for you here.
Woohoo!
26 for me.
Oh, thanks. At least I didn't miss out on that.
Great.
See, if you didn't have a craft bag, you'd be richer because you'd have to keep selling all your Algahest.
This is the tricky jump at the end, this one. A lot of the pugs just run away through here.
Sorry, I've already killed.
Meanwhile, I'm all 12 health covered. And one poor chap hadn't got a clue what was going on here. He's quite a low level and everybody else is high, so nobody was waiting for it. He ends up dying at the top there about a dozen times. Oh.
So it's fun first time in an instance where everyone else has done it 400 times. I always like that group strategy of standing in a tight group in the middle.
That's what Dawnbreaker was invented for.
We're stronger together, they're
Shared
thinking.
damage. Oh no, it didn't.
So this starts when you get to the top and this corridor
Everybody ready?
signifies, so make
3,
sure we're all
2,
fairly
1,
close
go
together.
up to the top now. Yeah.
Good block sound you have. Saw him rebound from it.
Yeah, barrier.
I need to speak to somebody.
Okay.
Barrier is
Well,
such
she's
a good
tougher than she
spell.
looks.
Indeed.
Likes a good block.
So yeah, I know it's reviving barrier is a PvP spell, but it's so powerful. 25k shield and 21k healing over 30 seconds. Means I can buy.
I've never seen anyone use it in PvP.
Why is it on the PvP line? Support.
Just, I guess the original design was they thought people would be running around in. Maybe these Zergy groups who run around towers do use it, I don't know. It's like Warhorn, I mean, that's, you know, plainly the original intention was people to use it in large groups of PvP thing, but it's just used in PvE trials, basically. Very rarely see anyone use it in PvP.
We got that 200 behind us now. You're not coming through here, says Nick. Yeah.
Yes, that's ideal group for her, isn't it, really?
I had gold, but no Alcahest, the bastards.
Ah, same again. Clearly not in their drop table.
Maybe they're humanoid or something. Got all these little side rooms with containers, don't you?
Ooh.
Everyone all quested up, done all your stuff, don't need to do anything?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
That might even be a chest in that one.
There's one over on the left.
Get back and have a look in a minute.
Oh, it's a trap! Well, there is a trunk in there. I put us into disarray.
What's one doing? There's loads in this room that you two went into.
It had molybdenum in.
There's loads of corpses. Ah, a bit of ginger in my crate.
In your crate.
Like a bit of ginger.
I haven't seen any.
Some Genko, which is obviously used for genking. Part of the genking process.
A white doesn't decon to anything shield. Ooh, blueprint. Ooh, that blueprint Red God end table is worth 8,000.
That's 8,000.
According to my TTC, yeah.
Red guy end table, but that's quite a common one.
This is a blue.
Oh, blue one.
Did you see that? Tanya needs to catch up.
I can see that, yeah.
Lost on the back. Oh, Tanya got a design. Oh wow, purple. Orcish urn sealed. That is worth 11,000. 2TC.
She doesn't want to sell it, she wants to fill her house with orcish urns.
Right, there's a fun jump on this one. Right, so there's 2 stairs, and we go to the one and they all run down the other. It's just trash. This has got the cool demon boss at the end. I'm going to have to come back in here and my characters that need Fighters Guild, because this is so much Fighters Guild as far as I'm already maxed. Right, okay. Here we go, here they come.
Which stair do we like?
Here come the others. A couple in behind. We can avoid that, can't we? Don't have to. Yeah, it's got it coming.
Well, you can, but it's got it coming, hasn't it?
PC out, Nick. Rattle Cage Gauntlets. $
42,000, happy with that. Stand there and Go
DPS.
through your stuff. Chest!
Incoming. Incoming.
Tanya? Chest. Doesn't let us down. Sword of the Worm Cult. Ooh,
Oh, I got
arms.
a painting.
Sturdy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we don't usually come down.
So I'm just being nosy
Where are you
here.
going to hang?
I'm just thinking, yeah, we've probably missed something awesome. Just got to tick that off the list as things that don't happen. But if we never wander down, then we'll never know.
You can have the painting if you want, Tanya. I got loads of paintings.
Don't.
I'm recording.
Don't want to miss this guy's entry.
Streaming.
One of the coolest entries in the game.
Look at that.
And then he falls over in
Not on
35
there.
seconds,
Oh,
sadly,
okay.
but
That's
it's a good
I'm
entrance.
veteran.
A bit longer because he jumps around a lot.
Oh wow, yeah, it does. It's not the one I was thinking of.
46
That was
seconds,
as well.
I exaggerated.
Yeah, 47.6 I have. Group DPS.
Looks like a chest. It is a chest. It's a master
Oh, that
chest.
wicked. I had, yeah, I got 2.4% of the DPS there. 49k DPS we almost touched on mine. Oh. Did you hear the sound of disappointment echoing across the...
Oh, I haven't broken a lockpick, have we?
There we're in. Roll cage necklace.
Roll cage.
Yes, I did.
I remember when we first started playing this, Fish and Nick were complaining about how lockpicking didn't work. It does work, you just need to practice.
It's my favourite thing.
I think what it is, I would spend all that early time on the easy ones, which I still break lockpicks on.
Yeah.
What I need is to balance to these supposedly difficult ones, which generally do first time.
I take it we're going to roll
Where's the door gone? Oh, there it is.
Vault of Doom. Oh, yeah, it's the oh my god, what's happened? Ah! Oops.
I think if you put your speed buff on and then jumped, you'd land on the ground and die.
We're in. Let's go.
I love it when it times it with the Dune Ripper coming up just as something dies. I'm just going to stand in that actually.
Here's the jumps.
Yay!
Let's wait for everybody.
Yeah.
I hate jumping.
2 spells.
Quite a nice room, this.
We avoid.
So what's the code here, as we say? So ghosts going upwards
to get
and glass.
I believe.
Glass in, ghosts up, out.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about me. I'm always on the ball on this one, Nick.
I'm just explaining to Tan.
Okay, all good?
Hi.
Okay. Come.
Okay, we're good. This is probably the easiest hard mode I've ever seen. It's the easiest boss I've ever seen. No, who said that one?
My minions will tear you asunder.
Oh yeah, add some watch out for the AoE on the block. Stay inside. Blast again, stay inside.
I didn't really run
2
outside then.
glasses, easy. Means you could just stand there doing deeps. 67.5k between us. What did you do, Beckett?
Nothing's happening. Seems the mad architect's destruction did
I
not
have people to talk. I have to talk to my people, okay?
Unfortunate, but we'll have to make do.
Grothar's Mask.
That's the end of the dungeon.
Of course, that's the end
Perhaps we can do
I got the medium version of it.
But what do we do?
Stamina,
Where do we go?
Magicka,
Can't stay here. Not like this.
lava pools that
figure
swirl around you
something
dealing
out.
damage. Oh, I'll keep that
I
one.
always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good set. It's good it's not so great obviously if
Can
you're
I
standing
help
at range a lot, but when you got enemies in your face, it's excellent at killing those. So stuff like soloing things, soloing dungeons, Maelstrom Arena, general questing, PvP,
Cool.
anything where people are attacking you face to face does a
On
lot of
merchants
damage.
up if anybody wants to get rid of any trash. I've got a rattle cage restoration stuff as well, apparently. Yeah, great one for spell damage set. Okay.
I've got a lot of boots of
Huge
oblivion
amount of spell
there.
damage on that, well, relatively large amount of spell damage on the rattle cage set. And gain major sorcery at all times, increasing your spell damage yet again by 20%.
Yeah, or it depends if you're getting major sorcery from your skills or potions, or whether that's worthwhile. I was considering it for heavy armor PvP build for my Templar, because they don't naturally have a source of major sorcery apart from potions. But we'll see.
Oh,
It used to be quite popular, I think, but it's fallen out of favour for some reason.
Okay, should we pop back? Use those keys and we can do Fanglair and normal. So I don't think anybody's going to want to do it on. I mean, we could try.
I wouldn't have thought so.
I'm not sure I have enough chocolate biscuits.
You mean? Yes, you do. You got 3 packets more. Earthcore, Earthcore, heavy. Earthcore, shoulders and heavy, please. I overshot.
You do not howl or claw. You have him. I envy your fortitude.
I've only just recently noticed, which is sad given the number of times I've opened these things. If you get 2 keys, you get 2 transmute crystals. If you get 1 key, you get 1. If anybody else had ever noticed that before, but the transmute crystals is the same as the number of keys.
Well, you get a purple quality thing to open rather than the blue quality, don't you? Or green quality. So it's got a higher range.
If you've done the
but it's, yeah,
thing,
it's always
but
2.
if you've only done
like
the 1
you say.
key, yeah, you only get 1. I've just looted Earthgore Pauldrons in heavy. Impenetrable.
Impenetrable.
Yeah, it's actually perfect.
You don't even have to retrate it.
I'm just going to pause in the video there. I'm going to take it in case my computer crashes. Yeah.
Yeah, don't look at it in case you get disconnected. Just loot it. Get it in the bag.
Does anyone want any rattle cage after all that?
What have you got?
Chest and legs.
I got gauntlets
I've got a
in
chest.
divines, legs in divines, necklace, healthy, and feet training. Doesn't matter.
I suppose if you're just going to chuck it away,
True,
I
yeah.
can't promise I'll use it.
I have the Oblivion's Edge set, that's it. So nothing terribly exciting.
Yeah.
Where are you, lot? Way rest.
Oh, and the Jack of Oblivion. So I've got 3 Oblivion things. And are we looking for rattle cage? Because I've got a hat.
I don't think I'd use a hat, thank you. Use a monster hat.
That's what I was thinking. I've got rattle cage greaves. I've got the trousers.
We're just waiting for him to turn up.
Yeah, you see, I think people say it's no use because, oh, you should be getting your major sorcery from potions, but personally, running around in PvP, I'm not drinking a potion every 45 seconds. Maybe I should be.
You noob!
I know.
Because you'll need that resto stuff. No, you know, there's a back bar.
Well, possibly. Yeah. I do tend to use a resto staff back bar in PvP.
No worries. And I got my
Thank you.
heavy, impenetrable in one shot. Ah, that's that bloody time. Been farming that for at least a week. Just opened the banker if anybody needs it.
Hello there.
How long can we stand out here without someone challenging us to a duel, I wonder?
No worries.
I'm just grabbing my phone. Look at that.
Just gonna go and decon a few things. We can do Fang Lair on normal, I think, after this. While we have this 5-minute recess.
Okay.
Actually,
Let's find a character who hasn't done it.
Is the worms raiment set any good?
Yeah. Stuff than 4-man stuff, but it's very commonly used in trials. Also, it gives you blue balls which float around you while you're wearing it, so it's good in that sense.
Marvellous. Well, I've got some shoes of it if anybody wants it. They're like a decoy. Nobody will.
Yeah, I've got lots of bits of that.
Right, if nobody minds, I'm going to swap to a DPS for this.
Okay.
Alright. Bangy it is.
Show your teeth when you see me, Undaunted. Some sounds like Orin the Black.
Amusingly, I tried setting up a VirtualBox Windows 10 instance today and installed Elder Scrolls. Tried to run it. Yeah, didn't happen. just sits there with a black screen, not even getting to the yeah, didn't even show you the login.
It's a new
screen.
minimalist
I mean, it
interface.
got to the you know, download. So I've got a virtual machine with this 40 or 50 gig of Elder Scrolls installed on it, and won't run. I could have then taken my laptop up to Scotland and at least claimed my dailies. I'll just have to give you, Nick, the username and password. Yeah.
Well, you can't rely on Beckett to log on, so...
I know. Doesn't even need it.
Up in for 100,000.
Doesn't even need
Don't get out of bed for less than 250.
Well, I'm going to DPS this because I've done a tank. I've done a
PM.
I'm going to do DPS if nobody minds. So Tan's a DPS as well. That reflects tank and healer duty. Ah, shit.
I am going to have to make this a dual DPS healy one.
Nick, you've healed and tanked. Sorry about this. I can swap back to one of mine if you want a DPS.
Don't worry.
Well, Nick healed it last week, so he's done it on that one. He might have done it on his tank as well, actually. He probably has. I'm just checking.
Fine.
So I haven't done it on my Sorcerer or Templar. I prefer to do it on one of those, ideally. I can actually turn my Sorcerer into a healer. Not a top level healer, but it's only
there's
a
only
normal dungeon.
one shot mechanism, and that's on one of the bosses. And Nick
Yeah, there's only
that, or whoever's tanking.
Let's see, have I got... I have a restoration staff. That's all you need. Restoration staff and a pet. So, depends who you want to play, Nick. Do you want to tank it or heal it?
No, it's fine. I'll go with this one.
Okay. So, give me a second. I need to quickly make a build.
Invites. Yeah, it's normal. Second. Cyrodiil?
Ah, yes, I'll leave in a minute.
Ah, Fanglair, where have you been all my life?
You don't look pallid. Or dead. Enough to be with this lot. I could use your help.
Yeah, I've not been here before on this character. Got the quest.
Good to see a fellow undaunted. Normally yet there's the way deeper. I don't know exactly what we're up against, but it's sure to impress the Enclave. Even Garlog. You'd best take the lead. I'm a pledge maker, not a pledge taker. Not much. I'm what we call good eye. Oh no, long gone.
Alright, emergency sorcerer healer made.
Did you... You haven't done CPs as well, have you? And you didn't change... Did you change
No,
all
I
your
didn't
skill?
change those, no.
Oh, okay.
Some of them.
Yep.
Put the Healy pet on. Mutagen, combat prayer.
You can. It's nice that you can minus and plus them these days and not have to just start from scratch. Okay.
Oh right, no, I didn't go to the thing and remorph
anything.
anything. I had them anyway.
You can, get enough points to cover all the bases.
We need to stand guard.
With things so close to completion, Elizabeth's expecting trouble.
There's no shortage of bones here up to the task.
And I had a Julianus restoration staff knocking about in my bag, so I was able to put 5 set of Julianus, 5 Necropotents, which gives me extra magicka when I've got a pet. So you won't be getting the spell power buff or anything, but you'll manage.
Right, there's always 2 very obvious lootable chests in this instance. Tend not to be on the first corner.
This place is vast.
Not that I know this instance
How
particularly
much
well.
death do you think this place has seen over the years? Why all the fresh corpses then?
Trouble is brewing. No time to excavate all those old bones.
I wonder what we'll make from you.
How long does she intend to channel that barrier?
Long as the master desires it, I imagine.
Hope they don't put me on ritual duty again. It'll be the death.
Oh, I brought my pet that's a mini me of the boss look. I only just realised.
You get to die. Exciting.
There's a box. There is a chest back here. It's simple.
You will go no further, and your bones will join this army.
There's usually a couple of heavy sacks knocking around as well, so watch out for those.
The way is shut.
the mobs are just all run into the middle and we've gone, hang about, there's a chest over here. I think the
Very
door just
polite.
shut. Oh, here
Wait
we go.
for them to loot.
Yeah.
Just in time.
You intend to keep this up? Are you all the worm slave had to muster?
I suppose using a destruction scaffold to make
See,
some
they
more
can look
aggressive
after
end of healing.
themselves
The
end of the
barrier has
healing,
been
yes.
dispelled. Now to find out what they were so interested in protecting.
Never seen
I didn't expect
a mob
you to
in
deliver
this
yourself to me,
on this
Zahar.
boss drop anything.
Oh? What's this? Delvers. How disappointing. Here I thought I might finally acquire the missing piece to the magic. Kindly leave before I have to clutter the place
Oh
up.
no, look at those pods. Maybe they're teaching us something. Oh, heavy sack.
All right. Whose experiment nearly killed me last night?
Oh,
Fess up.
What are you
Five
talking about?
Denata.
Those twisted toadstools started popping up to
I'm
vomit
jumping
their
on the
spores
heavy sack
everywhere.
on you guys
I was
already.
coughing up blood all night.
Elizabeth said to seed them around to deter intruders.
A little warning might have been nice.
Oh,
There's some good NPC dialogue on this in this area. It's like, okay, whose experiment made me throw up last night? Right. Bone Man is always on the loose here. Piece of piss in this trash.
You ready, Tan?
Which is good.
My blade has a soul. You will join us.
Creeps. At least our constructs had a soul at some point. Oh, they hated when you breathe.
why have you brought a Dragon Knight to a sorcerer party?
Yeah.
So I'd heard there was some delicious meats to be had lying around on tables.
Choice cut.
Pork, apparently.
Yes. Pork in quotation marks. Oddly, it tastes like chicken.
I've never seen this design before. What's its purpose?
Now I reap the harvest of the blade.
Sometimes a box around here. Yep, there's one there. There it is, the chest. one of the things I couldn't be asked. I think I had about 50 treasure maps in my bank at one point, and I sold them all for about 120 each. People go for them.
They're only really worth it if there's they're for an area with a set that you're chasing, then they're quite good potentially. Otherwise, it's just tedious to. I never know where to go, so I just Google where to go and go there, which isn't particularly engaging from a gameplay perspective, is it?
Where they are, but I just can't be asked. So they're a good source of income.
What is this contraption? It doesn't look Dwemer.
I think they are very potentates and
But like I say you're after Mother's Soul or something, you had a Deshan map, then may as well use it.
They hate it when you bring.
I always tend to sell the Cyrodiil ones, so I just can't be bothered traipsing through dangerous territory for half an hour to loot 116 gold and a green item.
Okay, I think it's the... no, it's not quite the boss yet. Sack there.
Very raw. If this makes you squeamish, you've chosen the wrong vocation.
Rubedite.
Don't mar their hair. I want it.
It's a hell of a lot of trash in this instance.
My skin clings so tight. Maybe I should cut it loose. You'll make a lovely corpse.
Quite a relaxing way of doing damage as I'm forced to at the moment is put Wall of Elements down and heavy attack everything. That's your Maelstrom strategy, Fish.
They aren't meant to return. Divine repercussion.
Yep. And we found a couple
So we
of
found
sacks
both
as well,
chests,
so
I
that's quite
suppose.
alright for that.
Only two per instance, isn't there?
Up to you, Nick, but I found over the couple of times I've done this, just tanking it over the Guar on the extreme right, just letting, because all of the additional 3 hounds come at you then from way over, and the DPS can stand by the gate and just not get affected.
Does it like a link pulls, or just pull one thing, goes straight over there? When everything comes, we have to tag everything.
They come a lot later, well, later, you know, 5 or 6 seconds later before you have to worry about them too much. So just get a stab in on the extreme Guar guy, and a stab in on the main boss and the middle thing, and just ignore the dogs that come at the back. They just explode anyway, so you'll get knocked over a bit, but it's mostly about absorbing it so the DPS aren't getting too much. It's not hard, as long as we take everything down in one group and don't let them separate. People who think that they should separate one of the bosses to over here, it's just pointless. You just nuke them all in one spot. The 2 dogs that go dormant stay dormant, and we nuke the boss and finish the fight before they come back up again.
You're still here? If you must admire my work, at least allow me to put my best fossil forward.
That's it, they're down, so just all on the bottom. Watch out for the exploding. Easy. I came in with a low group once, and that fight took about 20 minutes.
Focus on reanimating simple beasts. I'm gonna dig through the notes I've found so far. See what else you can discover deeper in.
Well, a few hundred championship points, champion points make a hell of a lot of difference. Also, wearing 2 matching sets and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. If you try playing a level, playing a level 20 character and don't spend your champion points, it's really noticeable difference.
Properly. Yeah.
I
get
think
to work out where your
you learn more without them.
They're all massive.
Personally.
I mean, it was a combination of, when you haven't got enough DPS and all those things keep coming up. They must have come up about 4 times. Whereas we got them down together, and then everything, and also the boss was halfway down.
We are quite AoE focused.
Just
They are
group
ready.
after group.
Not yet. We'll have to make do with what we have.
It's just a handful of intruders. The Master doesn't seem concerned, so why are you?
Of course the
Fang
Master is
Lair
concerned,
belongs to the
but if
dead.
we kill Elizabeth, I certainly am.
No worries, I popped a shield.
I wasn't forgetting to heal you
Sorry,
there, I was
Trevor.
stunned.
Not one of these flaky sorcerers that never shields themselves. Yes.
No, but they're literally unplayable
And
since
literally
the
unplayable.
shield.
This is why we're struggling, because we've got 3 of them in the group.
Electricity on, that's the end.
Okay, so yes. Just watch out for the
On normal, you tend to find
thing
you can
around the
ignore
edge.
all of
Whichever
them
one's
except
glowing,
for the
go and kill
electricity
that one,
But
isn't it?
we've got enough DPS to take this down. Just nuke.
We've got enough DPS.
Nuke the boss, I'll deal with the ads. Nuke.
So if something glows, hit it.
I'll banish every last trace of you from this world.
Oops. Too much on me. Sorry, my fault. I got caught in one of the explosions.
There you are.
Sorry, I have two red things.
Ah, yeah, me too. I'm sure you can finish that off.
No.
Shield, heavy attack.
Sorry. Lurching brush fire. I just
Oh, so close.
14k. Yeah, alright.
Maybe we should pay more attention to the mechanic.
Yeah, alright.
The ads, if you do enough damage, they stand there and then explode. So we can just, you can pick them off and then just move away a little bit. We don't want too many phases. That's the problem. We'll just run out of resources. Yeah, I should have been able to finish that off. Damn it. Same again, Lester. Just watch out for the AoEs under you.
Lead me to this empty existence. Serpents are the heralds of a slow and painful death.
Nearly done.
A moment's peace.
No, I don't think they are.
How come my pet died? I thought they were immune to damage in group instances.
I think it's AoE they're immune to, not direct damage. But then it would have been accepting mostly AoE, wouldn't it, from those explosions?
And tell us of your captors.
You are no friend to me, Condra, but release those who walked with me in
I suppose so. I thought they were immune to everything.
and we will
have a very long time to become acquainted.
That's an acceptable bargain.
Then find Ulfnor and Sabina and dispatch them as you did me.
So we're turning all the baddies into goodies, basically, in this instance.
The Master's thralls. I don't like the way they watch us.
I love how one of them is juggling with blades over there.
The smart ones.
That's going to be the first to die.
I feel like they're biding their time.
Waiting for a moment of weak. I'll plant the seed of death in your heart.
Lovely Alchemist. One shot. And the drag. Yeah.
This is the
one, the
pin
ghost
someone down and
disables
pull them
it,
along
and
with a
two,
chain, isn't
his
it? This
uppercut
one?
is a one shot to anybody. So don't stand in front of him unless you're the tank and blocking. See, I think that last boss is the hardest one in this entire instance. I think everything else is pretty trivial. This is easy.
So many of the things you've broken, I can ease.
The DPS just kill the ghost. You just carry on.
What do we do with the chains again?
You'll never be the same.
Yeah.
And what are these two about the
So he walks towards whoever's got chains on them, because basically him and the ghost are linked.
It's the
so if
rule.
the ghost leaves him, he starts walking towards it. But we have about 20 seconds to kill the ghost, and then he doesn't do his one shot on that person who's on the floor. Yeah, just let the DPS worry about it.
Sorry to have
No.
done. Might as well enjoy it.
There it comes.
It's me!
On the ball. Heal. Oh, I'm being
Save
chained.
me.
It's me. Tanya, you need to kill the ghost. Thank you. Watch out.
I have this one. Finish them.
There he is. See? Trivial as long as you do the ghost. Hold on, Nick.
My chains are broken.
He's such a one-trick pony compared to the boss that we did
They
earlier.
should be free now. Kalorian, we've done as you asked. Tell us of Orin's plans.
Which is nice.
He seeks to take what we want. It's so steep a price.
Yeah, it's quite telegraphed his big hit, isn't it? You gotta look at it once.
Yeah, I suppose there's differences.
The boss of that adds,
there aren't
bloody hell.
massive amounts of ads, which is quite unusual for this game.
That's the one that's above his head.
Well, one ad.
Do you see it dives into the floor out of him?
Corpses. It's my slaving lich. I think I'll cling to life a little longer.
Yeah, we've looted the hell out of this already. It's going to start teaching us the trick about the... here it is, yes, the crystals.
Another barrier seal. We need to destroy that crystal so I can dispel it.
Ads spawn out of it.
Ignore the crystal.
Yeah, we'll just normal stuff it.
The crystal! It's powering the summoning circle. We have to destroy it. beyond the veil. Calorian, can you help?
A corridor there I've never noticed before. No, it's just an arch. Some of these nice, yeah, and these nice tablets with skulls bedded in.
Nice. Some intern spent half an hour doing that.
Yeah, same old.
I can't
Special
wait
on
till
this
the
world.
master and kill them, but keep the bodies intact.
I never really noticed you can actually see what's coming up over here. I don't think you can jump over it. No, it's locked. Yeah. BFG.
So the high-powered sniper rifle, you could finish the instance.
They'll be here any moment. They must not disturb the master. The punishment for our failure will be truly terrible. No more interruption to the master's work.
Sorry, I spotted that one.
Yeah.
Hiding away like a spider in a forest.
I found on my tank that some of the mobs in this instance are really difficult to pull, chain pull towards you.
Another crystal. Destroy it.
Yeah, there's there's one.
Yeah, I'm finding that actually. Yeah, I was thinking it's like it's got its feet stuck in cement.
But yeah, it's annoying. You kind of pull it and it just stays there, and you kind of go, "Well, have I got its attention or not?"
Maybe the master will let me pick a new vessel. Always like the Dunmer. Or you get to die. Exciting.
We'll need to destroy this crystal before I can dispel the barriers.
Destroy.
This seal is like the last one. I'll need help to break it.
This one's mine. Nothing can stop Ulfnor the Dragon Slayer.
This one's the enthusiast compared to the first one. Who's like, suppose I'm not going to kill you now. Right. Thank you for the Dragon Slayer. Let's go through it. They're all the boss set drops on the three characters that we see.
Glad you could
I
be
think.
here for my
Ulfnor definitely is. Something about trappings.
I promise your interest in my work will be rewarded. At last I
Are
can
we on the
unveil
last
the
one? I think we
centerpiece
might
of
be.
my collection. Servokun. Oh, how
Is there anything in this game that saves you from falling
and
damage?
your shattered bodies will make the perfect
I think there isn't, is there? No, I tried run buff here, so I can jump onto
I
that
think so.
platform,
I
but
tried
it's
bubbles,
there's a
don't seem to work,
barrier
do
in
they?
the way. Yeah, like you could get onto there if
I
they
can't
allowed
undo
it.
his
But
spell. Not while he's fighting me. You have to be the ones to stop this.
okay, keep out the disease, destroy the crystals as they are activated. Watch out for ads, and get behind the wall is the most fundamental issue here. Sometimes
Get
it's difficult
behind
to see
the
an
wall.
Sometimes it's difficult
Hit
to see an
crystal.
to just drag him around
Hide
the room
behind
because
wall.
he
Got it.
puts a disease down and it spreads.
Stay out, Patchy.
How you marvel. I'm flat.
Right. Heal that poor tank. Honestly, our healer. Looking at a map on one of our pod. You can see a golden bear running.
Right, so in
out,
terms of that
and there's
wall
some
then, is there
dialogue,
any
and it
trick with
basically
where it
says,
appears?
"Ah, I
Is
will
there-
help you," or something. It's like those guys that have just opened the doors for us. And you'll see a golden bear comes out one of the golden circles on the floor, and it will run across the room, and that's where it puts the barrier up. So I always watch for the light-coloured stuff, the gold-coloured stuff, and that you can tell where it is. Yeah, basically run towards it, just monitor it, and you've got plenty of time. The ghosts stand at the back.
And then run towards that, basically.
It's mostly people who are on the complete opposite side that don't get to it that are in trouble. Yeah, move them around a bit, because the only problem with staying in the centre is that the disease spreads.
Okay, so if I stay more or less in the centre.
Yeah, it's easy.
You were in such a
Okay.
hurry to get here.
Only took us 2 attempts.
Alright, it's good to go.
I don't know. Blame my creation. I'll make it perception. The forgotten dead are eager to taste life.
Watch those flat. You can see the disease spreading a lot.
Go. Let's see. Shall we?
Crystals up, sorry.
Destruction spells aren't my specialty. Give this crystal a whack, would you?
Wretched thing. Be gone.
I can sense orange conjuration. You destroy the crystal.
I had my back to that when it came in. So I'm more
Are
aware.
you able to rise?
Well, yeah.
I seem to have the. Oh, I can do it.
The echoes of those who died here. It's deafening.
When it's your time, Orin, it won't be this quick.
Right, looking for Nick. Okay, you got. It's over by this gold guy over here, where the boss is. That's it, perfect. Good work, guys. Watch that disease. He's going to take off now. When the gold circles appear, he's about to pop a disease on us, get onto individual gold circles. He'll fly in a sec. Buff yourself if you can. Here we go. Get ready to move apart.
I'll protect you as best I can.
That's it. Once you've got them on, you're okay.
Landed on us gold, sir.
Get some healing. Here comes the gold circle phase.
These bones know something about rat.
There we go.
Beautiful masterpiece. How?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It took me a while.
Yeah, so I really
There's
don't
about
get
4
the
or
mechanics
5
at all
once
in
you
that.
get it, It's like, oh yeah, okay, easy.
I couldn't have faced this alone. I was lucky to have you along. Oh, I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
It's never any good somebody explaining it to you and you kind of go, what the fuck? I've got about 7 things to remember out of what you just told me.
Binding Orin to your ancient foe.
Turnabout is fair play.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
Time for a taste of your own medicine, bastard!
I mean, the good thing is you don't force the phases unless you need to, so the crystals are all down, so we didn't have that many mobs up, so I could just drag the boss around while Beckett went around rezzing everybody.
For a very long time. Breath of the tricky god, breeze of the far shores. Carry away the lingering life that clings as Sep's skin to this world.
Well, that's probably my 50th or 60th run on that particular instance over the last couple of weeks.
I had a tricky moment there where I stood in one of these circles.
I think you can.
A bit nearer the centre, and the disease circle was slowly expanding. Well, I can't leave the circle.
Yeah, I think so.
They're kind of backing away.
I never tested the theory too much. These two.
Oh, you just got to run through it.
I generally try and find one that was well out of the way of the disease, and also near nobody else, because the number of times people have died. Nobody else, because.
So you're
not try and find one. I just go for the nearest one.
You're not meant to stand in the same circle as someone else, you said.
Right. So he has the main dragon has 2 phases. You get him.
So
down
when do you go to the gold things again?
He goes, "Aha! I'm going to resurrect him again," and puts him up to 50%. At that 50%, during that phase, occasionally he'll take off, and when he takes off, he jumps to this platform over here. I've managed to actually watch it now. I've seen it so many times. He takes off and then he spews out this absolutely hideous bile out of his mouth. But if you're in one of the gold circles, they look a little bit like this, but they're a little bit brighter. You don't take any damage from that spew. So it's just he takes off, 4 of us run to 4 independent circles, stand there for a few seconds, and the spew lands on us and does no damage. Because the gold are basically these guys helping us. I say gold, it's probably green or something. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's basically it. The 4 shards, we get rid of those. Once those 4 shards are out, actually that's probably what it is. We destroy the shards and then our bosses are available. These 4 circles here are the shards, and once they're broken it represents the 4 people that are helping us. Is it 4? Cool. Yes. Yes, absolutely, because basically mobs...
So as a DPS, are you going off and destroying those crystals as the priority? Okay.
The crystals are down. You get overwhelmed.
That's how I died first time, getting that last crystal. Damn it.
Yeah, first time tanking this, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. Fortunately, that I'd got some players who knew what to do with the crystals and shit. I had one group, there were 2 guys who were clearly friends, who joined to just do their daily. They were werewolf types, and that boss where we had to stand there, the one on the mound, fuck me, they took that down. They took him down in seconds. I stood there going, okay, well that's cool, we've got some DPS then. Next boss, the 4 reanimated bones ones where I always tank it on the Guar now, they did exactly the same there, and I went, oh, okay, that's a good tactic, let's do that. Right, well that's 20 past 12, and that was a fine set of little instances there. I think I shall port out. Anybody back at the Wayrest yet? Oh, Port's Town.
Okay.
I will wait.
TP. Did you heal it last week, Nick? I suppose that's why you've not really seen what it's about. Yeah. Tanked it. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. No whack-a-mole, I'm afraid. Full-on whack-a-mole mode.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think the way to heal that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 1, 4, 4, 1, 2, 1. Ultimate.
We got through.
I'm sure that wasn't the best healing ever, but it was, considering I just put some random stuff on to make a healer, it was enough, wasn't it?
I bet it wasn't even colour coordinated. Honestly.
Probably not.
It's just as well it was a dungeon. We wouldn't be seen with you in public dressed like that. If anyone needs to hand in pledges, then I'm at the Undaunted bit, so we can port to.
I don't even need to use the keys up anymore. I just need to start accumulating them for the next character.
And then I went to bed.
Does anyone want this kind of stuff?
Does this work
I'm about to
friendly?
link. Should be, apart from the Nordic Bathers Towel.
I have that. The Bathers Towel.
I like on
Anyone worth their salt has that.
Sword Swallower's Blade. Somebody once put it on for 4,444. Actually, the max I've seen is 450,000. Well, the average, the TTC suggested price is 44 to 55.
What? I'm done with about 10 of them.
Yeah, that's it. Not thousands, just gold. Yeah.
Gold. Someone tried it for 50 grand. But it's gold coloured, it must be really expensive.
Those things.
Oh, I never use them, but you know.
I don't use them, but if they drop, I'll open them up and they go to my collection.
Yeah,
well, I've got no work tomorrow. I'm up for a little PvP. If anybody fancies a little PvP before we go to bed, or are you guys working? Yeah, of course it's not Thursday night, is it? Sorry, fella.
Yeah, working sadly.
Your headset microphone, well, the microphone definitely sounds warmer.
That's alright.
I'm going to stop the stream there. You're alright?